Today we will be cycling across the south side of Glasgow to Crookston Castle. Let's explore Glasgow's only surviving medieval castle. Good morning folks, join us on a wee local trip to Crookston Castle. Crookston Castle is actually Glasgow's only castle and we haven't been there yet, so let's check it out together. Ian is in charge of the directions because we know what happens when I'm in charge or when I'm by myself. Well, and that applies to cycling and walking, so I don't think we will get lost. Oh wow, that's completely abandoned.
Yeah, look at the roof.
I didn't. Oh, I didn't see that there was no roof. Oh yeah, oops, there's no roof. There's a lovely building.
Yeah,
There's some really nice buildings and there in the background as well.
Yeah, we can go along and have a look at that one.
Yeah, shall we have a wee look? Have we been here before?
No, I've never seen this building.
No, me neither. So that is just the first example why it takes so long for us to go to places, because we just always keep stopping at every site that we think is interesting. Just have a wee look. And just as we're cycling back to our normal route, we just see more and more buildings. We started off on Pollockshaw's Road and it said that it would take about half an hour to cycle, and it's about 5 miles from where we started.
Struggling now?
Yeah, it's a bit of a struggle just now.
You've got some gears.
Yeah, but I'm scared. Remember with the chain? How could we have nearly missed that one, eh?
I know, it's nice.
Uh-huh.
I think we're now a church spotting channel.
I think so.
We should call ourselves church spotters.
We now know again where we are. There is the entry for Bellahouston Park. Are we going to cycle through the park?
Pardon?
Are we cycling through the park?
Yeah.
Good. Right, so Ian, do you want to explain why we took this detour? What do you want to show us?
Well, it looked, when we were cycling on I was looking at maps, you could see that there was a ceremonial platform apparently for, what is it, Pope John Francis II?
Is it John Paul?
No, Jean Paul.
The second?
And the second. And I think this is the only thing that's left of the ceremonial platform that was built.
Right.
So I mean, yeah, it's not that. You wouldn't, I don't think you'd walk by and think, oh, that's what that was what it was for.
Absolutely not. And while you're watching this video, you might think, oh, it probably didn't take them much longer than half an hour. That's what Google Maps said. But we're actually an hour's into our wee trip to Crookston Castle. How long do we still have? Are we nearly there?
60 minutes.
16 minutes. So we're only halfway there. Right, we need to like kind of, because we do need to be back home.
Yeah.
We don't have that much time. Right,
No.
we're gonna get going. This is the white cart that also flows through Paisley. We did a full video on Paisley a few weeks ago, so if you want to check it out, I'll link it somewhere up here for you. It's not far to Crookston Castle. We just need to cycle
Up the steep hill.
up. Well, we can also walk. And there's the castle there. Should be fine, eh?
Yeah.
Also with this wee bike.
I did offer this one.
He did. Right, you cycle. Come on. I've decided to walk. We've finally arrived at Crookston Castle. This ditch was dug to hinder attacks on an earlier timber castle built by Sir Robert Crock in the 1100s.
His fortress stood where the stone castle is now, probably surrounded by a bristling wooden palisade.
Crookston Castle was built by the Stuarts of Darnley around 1400. The castle is set within earthworks constructed in the 1100s, and it was extensively repaired following a siege in 1544.
Crookston Castle was put into the guardianship of the National Trust and it was its first ever property.
Or was it?
Yeah.
Shall we go in?
We'll tie up the bikes.
Ah, right, yeah. Shall we just do it here? I don't think they'll get stolen. We're actually the only ones here.
There's only the northeast turret left, and there was one in each corner.
See, I thought I'm never going to go in here because it looks so dark.
Yeah, it's quite dark.
I would never. I'm actually glad that you're here.
Look at that, it's like a wee bit you climb up and you can like look out.
Yeah.
And for bow and arrows, isn't it? Obviously the floor's not original.
Yeah, Ian will put his torch on to see if you...
So that was, you know how, remember the castle we visited on the island? Forgot it now. I'm terrible with the
castle on the island.
Remember we went to the cafe and then we walked to the castle. And it was right on the coast.
If I'm pretty honest, that sounds like most of our trips. On an island. Oh, Carrera.
It was Carrera. It was Carrera. So remember that castle? That castle was sieged.
Yeah.
And the reason that they lost and had to give up their lives in the castle was because they couldn't get water. So that well alleviates that issue. So during the siege, they can still get water. They don't have to, do you know what I mean? Whereas in the other castle, they never had a well.
I'll put my phone torch on as well.
This was for storage.
These lockable cupboards provided secure storage for valuables in the days before banks. As you leave the hall, look out for this historic graffiti, a reminder of Crookston's service as an anti-aircraft observation post during the Second World War. What's there?
It's a blocked staircase. So I'm not going to fit through there, but that's the best you're going to get. Ah, you can actually go up here.
Oh my god. So we need to have the light on again. This was the war room. Its concrete floors and iron ladders date from the Second World War, when Crookston was in use as an anti-aircraft observation post manned by the Home Guard. Before that, this room was the Lord's bedchamber. So you said this is what you had filmed. Ah, right. So you filmed.
So
there,
that was the original stairway. So obviously the army must have put this in.
And you can even go further up. Wow, it is steep.
And you go back down.
I know. That's what I'm a bit scared of. Oh, goodness. I wouldn't have thought that would pass health and safety, eh?
Yeah, I don't think so either, but...
The weather isn't that great, but it's still fantastic.
I know.
Fantastic views. If you fancy coming to Crookston Castle and you don't want to cycle, then you can also take the train from Glasgow Central to Crookston, and then it's about a 20-minute walk from Crookston Station to the castle. And admission is free. It's open between 9:30 and 3:30 currently.
No,
but
5:30 I thought.
Or 5:30, yeah. But it will
Change in the winter.
Change in the winter. Exactly. Shall we go down now? Right, I'm going to put the camera away because those stairs are steep.
What they need is, like a pole, like a fireman's pole, just to get all the way down.
And that was Crookston Castle. I think after all that cycling, we deserve a wee coffee break. So we're going to have a look for a wee cafe and we'll cycle another way just to see a bit more of Glasgow. So on our way to the cafe, Ian's chain has come off there and we can't get it back on. So yeah, I don't know if we'll be going to a cafe. I don't think so. Yeah.
Not if I go in like this.
Poor soul. Well folks, I'll just say goodbye now. We'll probably have to walk back home. So sorry for the sudden ending. But if you've enjoyed this video, why not like and subscribe, and I'll see you next Saturday. Bye.